On Sunday's new episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Khloe Kardashian and her best friend Malika Haqq got into a fight over Khloe spending all of her time with boyfriend Tristan Thompson. Meanwhile, Scott Disick made a legacy video for Kris Jenner, and Kendall suffered an anxiety attack before Milan Fashion Week. Get the full recap below. Early in the show, Scott met Kris for lunch and started taking an interest in her past. After the momager began telling him stories about her adolescence, Scott noted in a confessional, "I want to know more about Kris' upbringing." Later, Khloe told Kourtney that she and her friend Malika were feuding because she's jealous of Tristan and the two haven't seen each other much since she started living with him in Cleveland. Kendall later called her mom in the middle of a panic attack. The momager offered to take her to the hospital, but she said her dad Caitlyn could help because he lived closer. The model then got off the phone because her dad was calling on the other line. Kendall struggles from anxiety and I think she has so much going on that she gets herself worked up, Kris explained in a confessional. Kendall gets the most anxious during Fashion Week. Trying to juggle it all is overwhelming. Scott later approached Kris about creating a legacy video to further explore her past because he thinks she's the most interesting person he's ever met. It took a bit of persuading, but the momager agreed to sit down for an interview with him. Meanwhile, Kendall visited a meditation center to ease her anxiety. Khloe and Malika later sat down to work out their issues. "We don't spend a lot of Malika and Khloe time," her friend explained, further noting that Tristan and his friends are always around. Malika got increasingly emotional as she noted that the friendship felt secondary to her relationship with Tristan. "If I want to talk to you, I don't want to talk to you in front of all of the guys," Malika added. It is a bit of a strain. She further noted that they've seen very little of each other since Khloe moved to Cleveland. Khloe comforted her friend and told her not to cry, adding in a confessional, "If Malika feels like I'm not good at giving her that individual one-on-one time, I have to be more aware of that and I need to make a better effort." In the end, the girls worked out the differences and began discussing Malika's love life for a change. Later, Kim, Khloe, Kris and Scott gathered in the living room to watch the legacy video he made for the momager. "I'm really excited for my kids to see my legacy video because they'll have that forever and maybe they learned a thing or two about the mom that they didn't know before," Kris said in a confessional. While being interviewed by Scott on camera, Kris revealed that she had a bone tumor in her leg as a kid and came close to having her leg amputated, which Khloe never knew about. Kris' daughters were also shocked to discover that she was dating another guy when she met their dad, Robert. "I actually had a boyfriend who was always out of town," Kris spilled in the video. "His name was Cesar," Khloe jokingly shouted, "Hussy." Kris went on to say in the video that Robert and Cesar almost got into a fist fight when they found out about each other, but she broke it up. Kim added in a confessional, "I cannot believe Scott made this legacy video," to which Khloe added, "I think it's so sweet. So much we think we know about mom, but we really don't."